think I came to Atlanta and not gon' rap, nigga. I'm in the kitchen with Yayo, he make it slap, nigga. You niggas ain't got no motion and that's a fact, nigga. I drop a few more, I'm blowing, I'm like Iraq, nigga. Whipped up the sack, retired quarterback, nigga. She off the track, can't work her if she flat, nigga. I need her with an apple bottom like a Mac, nigga. 020 moving, I ain't talking about a pack, nigga.
What up, gringo gang? Hey man, my algorithm just algorithming right now, man. We gotta keep it rolling, man. Hey, so in this video we have to speak on Mr. Tip the King, Mr. Clifford, Mr. Harris. We gotta speak on it because we all know Mr. Tip. He is encompassed. hold on. Let me get my expeditiously words out. He has encompassed an expedient journey or voyage in quests amongst the comedy genre. Yes, he has he has interpersonalized a dualistic strategy to to wrangle an advantage upon the elites of the arts galaxy. Yes, that is what Tip has done. Did I kill it? Did y'all fucking with that vocab? Hey, I'm trying to tell you what. Hey, that's what Tip has been doing. Tip is in the midst of the beginning of his comedy career, and I have seen it live unexpectedly, and I ain't gonna front, y'all. I fucks with the boy Tip. I'm fucking with him on the comedy. I ain't know how it was gonna pan out. You know what I mean? Now he hasn't when I saw him in person, he didn't break my back, no homo, but he didn't break my back laughing that time per se. But this cheaper than therapy special that he put together in the whole Eddie Murphy fit, which is, that's bold to do in when you first coming out the gate. And that's where this video is headed, because, it's a lot of people who got a lot of criticisms about the way that he's going along his comedy endeavors. But in the special that I caught the bootleg of, it's not my fault, my bad, Tip. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know you had it exclusively out on your website. I was just scrolling the feed and it came up and somebody bootlegged it already. You know how it go. You black. You come from where we come from. If we see the bootleg, we go watch the bootleg. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem, paying for your art. But, based on the bootleg rendition of his special that I saw, I was quite impressed. It was pretty good. It seemed like he had a pretty good team of writers put his whole special together. I'm not sure, but it was pretty well organized, like the big dogs would do it. You know what I mean? Not the most punchlines in the world, but he kind of put all the stories and interwove them together, in the comedy artistic way that it's supposed to be structured, and it played out pretty nice. And now for you all who don't know, the reason that I believe I could give a great take on what I feel about his comedy, seeing him in person and seeing his special, is because when I saw him in person, it was at an open mic that I was actually there to participate in. What y'all don't know is that I also do comedy. Yeah, and I'm gonna shamelessly plug my page since I'm given the opportunity due to the subject. Let's plug it in right here.
Next meeting, everybody clap it up for Corey Agua.
Almost didn't make it. How y'all doing? Hey, what's happening? Yeah,
I can be something to sip on my video.
Yeah, Gringo Gay. So that's my comedy page. Make sure y'all go fuck with me. Go subscribe and like the videos over there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel where Tip coming from, because comedy and music have always been my passions. And when he walked up in that club, you know what I'm saying, to get on the stage, I was shocked. I had no idea Tip had any interest in comedy. I was like, oh wow, damn. So, you know what I'm saying, getting to see him, I was like, that was okay, an interesting experience. But yeah, man, so let's hear what the people have to say about his journey. Let's get it in.
In the teaser, T.I. would address being a rapper, now comedian, one of his sons, and marriage.
Shout out to everybody bought tickets thinking there was gonna be some songs performed. Not today. It's under my goddamn comment talking about, you need to do something with that boy. Bitch, I'm doing the best I can. Do you want to know how I met my beautiful, beloved, filthy, rich wife? I hop fresh out the passenger side of my best friend's ride. Walk right up on her and say, hey, baby, how about me and you get to doing some things? I serve a God of abundance. All you got to do is believe. Come on now.
With being the businessman he is, he has not released a special on any major streaming platforms, and instead has opted to release a special independently on his own website called tipaintfunny.com, which appears to be his way of directly confronting a large part of hate he's received since wanting to be a comedian.
All right, so they say he's receiving a lot of hate. Got him naming his personal site tipaintfunny.com. Okay. I mean, you got to get in front of it. You know what I'm saying? When they talk shit about you, you got to talk bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You got to beat them to it. I ain't mad at you. But yeah, man, those couple of little clips from the special that they just showed, yeah, when you see the way that it tied together in the whole story of his special, it was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty masterful the way that he, you know what I'm saying, connected all those dots and them Legos together like he, you know what I'm saying, like he been studying the greats and some shit. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. So I gotta give him credit on the structure. Now, you know what I mean? Probably was laughing. I say my laugh ratio to how long the special was, you know what I'm saying, I was laughing a good, I say about 45% of the time, you know what I'm saying, because he did spend a lot of the special kind of like shouting out his music credits and, you know, bigging up, you know, his illustrious music career. So, you know what I mean, that, you know what I'm saying, that took up a lot of the time. But when he finally got around to telling jokes, like, he ain't do too bad. But let's keep going.
Now, after time has gone by since the special's release, clips are now circulating online, and unfortunately, some of the cringier moments from the special have taken over the headlines. In particular, a TikToker would upload a moment from the special and label it T.I. Bombs on Stage, as he would discuss rapper Young Thug's criminal case. Things do appear to have got awkward for Tip when his joke would be met with silence in the room.
The man was fighting a Rico. Rico, I'm sorry, hey, white people, Young Thug is a rapper. He from Cleveland Avenue. His name don't sound like much, you know what I'm saying? But he's held in high regard within the community. He's a national treasure. All right, yes. Responsible for many Negro spirituals.
Now, over in the comments.
Now, okay, the way they, first of all, let me say this. It's real easy for motherfuckers to criticize your craft when they never did what you doing. Like, I'd have been on stage in that hot seat a few times. And so is Tip, apparently. And motherfucker, when you up there and everybody's staring at you, waiting to laugh, boy, that shit feel like you doing heart surgery. Feel like brain surgery. Boy, this shit ain't easy. Yeah, motherfuckers make that comedy shit look easy. The Dave Chappelle's, Kevin Hart's and all that. Yeah, get your ass up there. Get your motherfucker, before you start talking all that shit, get your ass on the comedy stage and see if you don't feel like, man, you getting stabbed by 40,000 knives when you get quiet in that motherfucker. See if you can handle that type of pressure. See if you ain't gonna want to jump off a bridge by the time you get off that motherfucker if you ain't got your act proper and straight. Man, y'all think this shit a game if you want to. But anyway, yeah, man, I watched the special. I think I think they playing with him on that particular post because you got to have the quality microphone track, you know what I'm saying, where you don't hear the crowd. And then you got a microphones in the crowd so that you can record the laughter. You're not going to have all the laughter in the whole room in the comedian's mic. That's why they got to edit before they put the special out. That's two different audio tracks. So I think that's a little disingenuous how they tried to make them look on that one. Because when I watched the special, and even in the little clip where it looked like where they showed how everything was silent, you saw the people he was talking to clapping and laughing, but you couldn't hear it. So that's cap. So let's keep going.
Section, many would continue the criticism towards T.I. One user would write, "I would have started rapping." Another would say, "This gotta be AI." While another would comment, "This is barbershop funny, not big stage, pay for tickets to go see funny. Was there during the show."
Yeah, that's, and here it go. We got a little bit.
So, and would go on to blame editing. He would write, "Edited. It wasn't like that. I was there. Y'all need to stop the madness. He's better than you think. He's no Dave Chappelle, but he's gotten 10 times better since when he first started."
Yeah, man. I mean, they gotta stop all the cap. That's the dangers of the internet, man. Like, they'll take any information, any clips, any footage, and they can edit it and twist it and turn it and make it look however they want to make you look. You know what I'm saying? And you mix that with the ignorant people who, whatever they see, you know what I'm saying, they don't do their research and they just go with whatever the story is. That's what makes the internet extremely dangerous. But yeah, man, that's not what's going on. He was getting laughs and whatnot. Like this commenter said, he ain't no Dave Chappelle. He ain't no, you know what I'm saying, Martin Lawrence yet, but he damn sure, you know what I'm saying, is better than a lot of people that you would see at open mics. Like, he damn sure is getting up there. So, man, you got to give him his props, man, because that shit is, comedy is a high pressure, a very intense craft when you under those hot ass lights and everybody's staring at you. And man, boy, you gotta be on point. If you say the wrong thing, boy, that will Showtime at the Apollo your ass up out the building. Boy, it get real. It get real.
Here's where we share an interview moment of T.I. addressing the hate.
When you started doing stand-up, I mean, there was a bunch of ruffles in the stand-up community, as you probably knew.
Why wouldn't I be afforded the same peace of mind, tranquility, and the same therapeutic release as you guys are afforded? Then I made more sacrifices than most comedians have made. I turned my back on six-figure opportunities to go and perform and do music to do comedy.
Oh, wow.
How many comedians would say no to a six-figure opportunity so they could go and do comedy? How many of you love it that much? I'll wait.
Nah, okay. I mean, hey, you gotta give him props for that. I mean, he really invested in making it happen. He you know what I'm saying, he actually want to get good at it. But what he just say before that?
Perform and do music to do comedy.
Nah, not that.
Peace of mind, tranquility.
Yeah, that was the part, you know what I mean. When you understand people like I do, you know what I mean, him saying that I probably those are probably, there's a different way that I would have expressed it, you know what I mean, not to ruffle feathers the wrong way, because you know, he's like, why are the great comedians afforded the opportunity to have this release and this therapeutic craft, and why can't I, you know, use it for the same thing they're using? Like, you know, it's one thing when the artist, like if Kevin Hart was interviewing and he's saying, you know, it's therapy for me and all that stuff, because they dedicated their whole life to it. It's one thing for T.I. to say music is therapy to me because you made all those sacrifices to make it happen, you dedicated your life. But when you come into their game and, you know, you out of your mouth make it sound like you're labeling their craft is just therapy and just as an outlet. The wrong people who don't have the right, intelligence, the right filter for words, they can see that as you belittling their art form. You know what I mean? It'd be the same thing as, random Arab or who owns the gas station, he jump in the studio and say, why does T.I. get to have this therapeutic art form and I don't get to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be sensitive when you walking up in other people's houses. You gotta dust your shoes off, you know what I'm saying? So upcoming in the video, you're gonna see that get addressed.
And the same therapeutic release as you guys are afforded. Then I made more sacrifices than most comedians have made. I turned my back on six-figure opportunities to go and perform and do music to do comedy.
Oh, wow.
How many comedians would say no to a six-figure opportunity so they could go and do comedy? How many of you love it that much? I'll wait.
Aries would write, it's called humility. Once you're entering a space that is new to you, you have to approach it with humility, especially when there are people of greatness within the art form to whom you can learn from.
All right, so for you all who don't know who Aries Spears is is OG. Like, he was on this show called Mad TV that had, man, so many comedic legends. Mad TV was like it was Saturday Night Live before Saturday Night Live, or it was similar to the In Living Colors and all that. Man, Aries Spears, he been doing this. He might be 40 years deep in this game. He really liked it. So I know some of the newer kids may not know who he is, but don't play with him like he ain't one of them. Aries, he is one of the most elite imitators in the comedy game. Like, if you go and hear some of his imitations, you know what I'm saying, just like Godfrey does Trump all the time nowadays. Aries Spears used to do Shaq all the time back in the day, and a whole bunch of other people. But yeah, man, he's elite, so he has the right to speak to T.I. this way.
T.I. approaches the comedy game with the same bravado and arrogance to which he has succeeded in the rap game. Yes, you have to be confident in everything you attempt to do, but there's a thin line between confident and arrogant, and the great ones can tell the difference. Humble yourself. You're not there yet. There's levels to this shit. And you turning down six figures is not a poignant point. You don't need that money. That's why you turned it down. T.I. was pretty funny.
Ooh, so what y'all think about that, Gringo Gang? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Y'all think, T.I. not being humble enough, hopping in the comedy game? Do y'all think that T.I. was, you know what I'm saying, disingenuous, saying that, he sacrificed that six figures? You think that six figures wasn't a sacrifice, and, you know what I'm saying, he just saying that to give himself credibility? What y'all think, man? I do agree, based on what I saw in that special, when he said T.I. approaches the game with the same bravado and arrogance to which he has succeeded in the rap game. I gotta agree with that. I can't lie. I think that's T.I.'s way of, hopping on the stage and, not getting intimidated and showing that he's not scared and that he can't be intimidated. Kind of like Bernie Mac, but I think Bernie Mac did it more with the routine. He had the routine to go with the I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. But T.I., it seemed like he kind of, just puffs his chest out. And he's just like, I'm the king. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm the king. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of energy I've been kind of seeing, when in some of his comedy journey, you know what I mean? And yeah, I can see how the OGs who really do the comedy shit, who really, have put in the blood, sweat, and tears over the years, I can see how they can have a problem with that type of energy from a newcomer. Anybody would have that type of, disdain for somebody stepping into their specialty, acting like they run shit. Nobody like that. So, I mean, I can't get mad at what Aries is saying, but let's finish it up, man.
That's
What y'all think? What y'all think about that? Let me know.
why he turned it down. T.I. was pretty funny.
I saw T.I. Do some comedy. He was actually pretty good.
Your opinion. It's your opinion.
My opinion.
But the comedy community will tell you otherwise. It's the problem.
So I mean, hey, that may be, you know, this should show you how official Aries Spears is. He with Joe and Jada, you know what I'm saying? And they OG rappers too. So back when Joe and Jada really had it jumping, Aries really had it jumping at the same time. So they kind of all in the same class, just to give you a little bit more background on who Aries Spears is. But yeah, man, I mean, I think I'm like right under Tip in my pursuit of comedy, and Aries is above both of us. And you know, if Aries says that the comedy community, he's a better representative than I am. He's saying that they not really feeling Tip's ways like that. I mean, I can't speak on how the OGs of comedy are looking at Tip, because I'm not one of them. You know, I'm a newcomer, so maybe he's not as funny than him. He was decent to me. I share the same sentiment as Fat Joe. Like, I thought Tip was pretty decent. You know, a couple times I heard him, but you know, I guess there's more technicalities, and there's more markers to be graded on that Aries and Dave Chappelle and all of them may understand that we don't understand, because we haven't made it to that, you know, level of comedy yet. So, hey, maybe, who knows? Let's keep going.
If you're going to step into another genre, you got to humble yourself. T.I. approaches comedy with the same bravado he approaches rap. That's a different aesthetic.
Now, after the release of this special, it does appear that there are others that are like Fat Joe, as several people have come to T.I.'s defense. A part of those who have watched the new special, a few users on X would express that they found the new special funny. A user would write, "I really enjoyed that T.I. comedy special. For it being his first time, he really did his thing."
Yeah, man, that's the end of my clip. That's how I felt, man. I was like, hey, for the first time, the first special, I think he killed it in comparison to the OGs, you know what I mean? Shit, his first special was comparable. It was comparable to, you know what I mean, a lot of professional comedians, you know, who get on Comedy Central and Netflix and all that shit. Tip held his own, you know what I'm saying? He kind of held his own, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't say he was just a complete failure. No, he did his thing for his first swing at bat. But once again, you just got to understand that, you know, other people, when they see that you are going from your genre to theirs, and you are getting attention that it took them years to get, people are always gonna feel a certain way about that. It's the same thing with the comedians, you know, feeling a way about all of the skit makers, the DC Young Flies and all those guys who they call internet comedians. They feel the same way about that. Like, y'all ain't put in the same blood, sweat, and tears as us to be up here big in your chest like you one of us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna always feel like that. But hey, I thought this was interesting, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Tip need to humble himself in the comedy game, or you think, you know what I'm saying, he just need to keep popping his shit? You know what I'm saying? The way he been popping his shit, and them little weak ass comedians need to just, you know what I'm saying, get in where they fit in, quit hating. What y'all think, Gringo Gang? Y'all let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'ma catch you in the next one. Yes, sir. Ski.
They they blood, with G in they blood. No longer putting weed in my lungs. The season begun. I'm falling through, just me and the gun. I squeeze and you're done. So keep the beef and things will be fun. Colossal the moves. I know what they can't teach in the schools. Not watching cartoons. Don't care about even the news. I'm living my life. I make it work the way that I choose. It's all W's. Cause nigga, I ain't playing to lose. Cause I'm the big dipper. Bad bitch guitar. Got Corona in my dick, I don't sell liquor. I'm a slick nigga, I'm a rich bitter. You don't show up with my chips, I'ma get with ya. I'm a lit nigga, talking shit with ya. Count the money in the flick, it's the big picture. I'm the quick killer, there ain't no trick thriller. I make a movie with your bitch until I hit thriller. Come on, I'm the big dipper, bad bitch guitar. Got Corona in my dick, I don't sell liquor. I'm a slick nigga, I'm a rich bitter. You don't show up with my chips, I'ma get with ya. I'm a lit nigga, talking shit with ya. Count the money in the flick, it's the big picture. I'm the quick killer, there ain't no trick thriller. I make a movie with your bitch until I hit thriller.